Up here. So just going to go over a review of the first 5 chapters of Golding's Lord of the Flies. We've read 1 through 5 as of now, and just a refresher going over key events and key conflicts, interactions, just key events that had happened in chapter 1 through 5. Okay, so chapter 1, several of the boys stand for larger concepts. Okay, we see Ralph, the protagonist of the novel, stands for civilization, morality, and leadership. Okay, Ralph is chosen in chapter 1 as the leader, and he uses the conch as a symbol of order and democracy, and that is what gives. They all hear it and they come and listen to Ralph. Jack is the antagonist, stands for desire for power, selfishness, and amorality. He's not moral. Piggy represents the scientific and intellectual aspects of civilization. Okay? His glass is a symbol of rationality and intellect. Glasses enable the boys to light fires. Okay? So we got Ralph, order, civilization, morality. He's the leader. Jack, antagonist, but he is desire for power. He's selfish, doesn't have a moral compass. Then you have Piggy, represents intellectual, scientific, okay, civilization. And his glasses symbol of rationality, intellect, and they enable the boys to light fires. Pretty powerful. That's what's going to give them the signal fire to hopefully get help. Okay, already the boys' savage instincts lead them to value strength and charisma above intelligence. Piggy is needed for their survival and has a great deal to offer the boys. The boys see him as weak and whiny. They refuse to listen to him. For example, Piggy suggests that the boys find a way to improve their chances of being rescued. They ignore him. Only when the stronger, more charismatic Ralph suggests the same thing do they agree to make the signal fire. Okay? No one listens to Piggy. Part of it's because of the way he looks. Okay? And he's judged and he's seen as weak. He has asthma. He's overweight. He's bullied. They see him as weak. They see Ralph. Look at him. Physically, he's stronger. So they listen to Ralph. But Piggy gives Ralph all his ideas. He's kind of the mastermind behind it all. This signal fire equals hope. Okay, it symbolizes hope. Golding uses the beast. The beast comes to represent the instincts of power, violence, and savagery that lurk within each human being. Okay, it's not a tangible thing. It's only in their minds. It's fear. Okay, chapter 3. What is the conflict between Ralph and Jack? Why are they arguing? Okay, they're arguing because Ralph, he blows his conch. He starts the day, gives everybody tasks and jobs and orders them to do what to do. Make shelter. Jack's supposed to go hunting. All that happens ends up being him and Simon doing all the work, essentially building the shelter as well. Maybe the little ones and the other boys hope for maybe a little bit, but then they all go play and mess around. And Jack goes and hunts all day, but hasn't brought anything back. So Ralph calls him out, like, you're not doing your job. What are you doing? Ralph and Simon are the ones that are really pulling the weight. So this is setting the stage for further violence, and the division between the boys and the community are apparent. Ralph advocates building huts, thinking about the overall good of the group. He thinks hunting is frivolous, silly, not having a purpose, especially because they haven't hunted or brought anything back. Jack hasn't killed anything. Jack, drawn to the exhilaration of hunting by his bloodlust and desire for power. He has no interest in building huts and no concern for what Ralph thinks. No, but because Ralph and Jack are merely children, they are unable to state their feelings articulately. Okay, they're very childish the way they interact. Okay, Simon emerges as an important figure to contrast with Ralph and Jack. Ralph represents the orderly forces of civilization. Jack represents the primal, instinctual urges that react against such order. Simon represents a third quality, a kind of goodness that is natural or innate rather than taught by human society. So chapter 4, life has become routine, and as little ones play together on the beach, Roger emerges as a bully. Why? By throwing sand at the little ones and stomping on their sandcastles. He is testing the boundaries of what he can get away with when there is no adult around. When do we see the rift of conflict between Ralph and Jack get bigger? When a ship passes the island and Jack notices that the signal fire is out and is angry because that was Jack and his followers' job/role to keep the fire going. Jack and his crew are too busy capturing a pig, and as they come back to camp, Ralph scolds him for letting the fire go out, okay? So they get in a big argument. And we really see that power struggle here. Jack does not care as he was successful in getting food and does not realize Jack's point that there was an opportunity missed. The opportunity missed is that they could have been rescued if the signal fire wasn't out. The night Ralph and Piggy start the fire by using Piggy's glasses, Jack understands their relationship and friendship that Ralph needs Piggy. Jack becomes resentful of Ralph and Piggy's relationship. Jack is hurtful to Piggy. Okay, he sees that Piggy could be a threat, so to speak, to Jack. They have a celebration and reenact the killing of the pig. They cover themselves in clay and war paint. Okay, they killed their first animal. They killed the first pig, which is noteworthy because loss of innocence, right? They killed something, and then the celebration reenact the killing of the pig. They cover themselves in clay and war paint, slowly resorting to their savage, evil ways that are inherent. Okay, then we have in chapter 5, Ralph calls an assembly to put things straight. Okay, he's fed up because he feels it's becoming chaotic, right? Democracy, order is kind of getting lost, and he's right. He's absolutely right. Ralph talks about how things seem to be breaking up and what the problems are and how to solve them. When the assembly ends, there is an atmosphere of dissension, yet also excitement of the boys dancing around and the sounds of mock hunting. Hysterical laughter and real terror coming from the beach. Okay, so that ends chapter 5, right? We see as through each chapter, there's a real conflict between Jack and Ralph. Okay, we see the importance of Piggy. And Simon's slowly coming to realization of what is really going to happen and he discovers what's happening among all the boys on the island, which really sets the stage and makes the point Golding's trying to make in his novel. Okay, and then the very end of chapter 5, hysterical laughter, real terror coming from the beach. We see them totally turning and switching slowly into that savagery, okay? Innocence slowly getting lost, and order is going into more chaos and savagery ways, okay? That's it for the review for chapter 1 through 5. We'll dive into chapter 6 here soon. Please reach out with any questions, but we'll be in touch. All right, take care.